Hey, praise God, praise God. What's going on, guy? Man, this is like bio, man, documentation. Just doing my due diligence. See, this is what I say. When I do my videos, this is what I do my videos about. This is something very important because it's documentation about something that transpired. It ain't for everybody, but like I say, it's documentation. I recently moved, to another area, and I've been here for like, 4 months. And it's a little small, little nice area, and it's like, townhouses that been converted into apartments. Particular area I'm in, it's like four apartments, like I say quadplex instead of duplex, because it's four apartments in one upstairs, one next door, and one upstairs to the other side, right? So, quite naturally, when I'm in the area, in the little area, if I see people's faces, 3 or 4 times, I always introduce myself. This is anywhere I ever go. Everybody, if I see, it doesn't matter who. I just, greet myself, hey, I'm so and so, I moved over here, recently and so and so. Most people be polite, 99 point something percent, you know how that go, right? That's life. Okay, so my particular area, the lady still stays. I had never met her, because she had never been here, right? So one day she comes here, like 2, 3 weeks after I moved here, and I introduced myself to her because I had several letters, in the mailbox, for these different apartments. So I don't know who was who because I never met her. I never know, you know what I mean? So come to find out, she identified herself. So I told her mail. This is her mail. There's a lot of mail. I gave it to her, right? Put it in her mailbox, right? Just being polite. About 3 days later after that, she sent her daughter, down to my apartment. By the way, she's African American. She's in her 50s. I'm talking about her now, the lady that I met. In her 50s, maybe, I don't know, in her 50s. Nice looking woman. She all right. She cool. She sent her daughter down, about 2 or 3 days later, to borrow a screwdriver. Her daughter came down with her son, borrow a screwdriver. So, my streets, you know what I'm saying? So, but, okay, let it ride. I said, okay, hold on. I give her the screwdriver, right? First I asked her, what did she want, a flat or a Phillip? And she said she didn't say. So I said, okay, just hold on. So I went and got the flat screwdriver, gave it to her, right? They never brought the screwdriver back. Her daughter never brought it back. She never brought it back. You say nothing? No. 3 days, 4 days went by. No. Okay, so quite naturally, she didn't introduce herself, right? I just say nothing. Okay, 3 or 4 weeks later, this lady is bamming on the floor, going crazy. Just 3 o'clock in the morning, just bamming, just stomping like with a hammer. I didn't say anything. I'm quite sure these buildings echoes, man. You can hear everything from the front to the back, right? But I'm already reading. I read it when she did with the screwdriver. So she just playing out the whole book I already didn't read about anyway. I don't mess with people like that, man. So anyway, the Hispanic, predominantly Hispanics in this area, by the way, it's only maybe 3 or 4 different African Americans, right? 3 or 4 or 5 sisters, right? But most they cool. They stay across the way. They have for different preference, whatever, you know what I mean? But they cool. They stay across from me in the back part, in another area, but they cool. They introduce themselves as being cool. And it's one African American lady upstairs on the other side, and I get her packages and give them to her. I told her do the same for me because there's no security out here. Everything is on the outside. They just put your stuff right out here on the sidewalk. So anyway, the Mexican lady and all them other people, they was asking me, hey, is that lady? She your relative? She related? Broken English. No, I don't know that lady. And different other things. So I knew they was saying something pertaining to that knocking, in that morning. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to ask questions, but we didn't get in that area. A lot of people just speak when you talking. Why would you approach me now after all the time and ask me something about her? So they heard what I heard, but we never mentioned it to each other. Next night, 3 in the morning, this lady is blasting the music, and like I said, you can hear everything to these apartments, man. You can hear it flooding. So I know they heard it like I heard it. We didn't say anything to each other. I still didn't say anything, right? Right. So this lady, one day I got up, and by the way, like I said, she's never here, right? She's never here. So one day, and I mean never, after a month, like 3 or 4 days after a month, she comes and she goes, right? So I pay attention because I can hear walking. I'm here all the time. So one day I get up, man, my cameras is unplugged. You know, I got a camera, security camera, like I say, for the packages, everything that's right out in front of the door. You know, the entrance door. Because when she comes through the door, she has to come through that door to get upstairs to where she lives. She unplugged my camera, man. I cut the monitor on, the camera was out. So instantly, I'm pissed because I'm hearing it knocking. I heard the music. I seen the play what you did with your daughter and the screwdriver. So I know you're trying to start confrontation. So I went out with the ladder, but you understand, I'm doing it under duress because I'm already upset. You know, I'm taking it personal. I'm trying to avoid you because, like I told you, I don't mess with people like. So I'm knocking my camera back up. She screamed from upstairs, "Take that mother effing camera down, and you can have the one." Listen, you can keep the one up in the back, but you got to take that one down, and I don't want that one up. And so I'm saying, lady, who you talking to, man? Do you know me? And she's just steady. So I'm standing in the hallway. She upstairs now. I'm just looking at her up in the door. We just got my hands in my pockets. So just looking at her right. And I'm trying to tell her, hey, lady, do you know me? You know, she just started going on. I said, okay. I go and call the police. You did? Yeah. I called 911. I told them just like what I just told you. You know what I'm saying? The police came. Oh, by the way, she said the management said you got to take that camera down soon. So I said the management didn't show you that. They told me so. I said they didn't tell you that, man. I said because I got permission from them before I put cameras up all the way around 360. Okay. A lot of things going on, man, this day. In this climate, man, everybody needs cameras. By the way, management can't tell you how to video public. No way. You know, public cameras by the law. You know, you have the right to view public. Private, no. I can't view your apartment or your door. That's personal. But the public, you can't tell nobody to take cameras down. It's a law, man. You can't do that. But anyway, police come out. You know, I told them everything I just told you. Oh, by the way, hold on, backtrack. When she said about the management, she don't know that the management, we had already talked before I even put the cameras up. Just like I just said, just letting them know I told them a few other things before putting the cameras up, by the way. We had a conversation. So, which I should have did when the police was here. When she told the police the same thing, that the management told me so and so, if I would have been thinking, because I'm listening, because I got the door open while they talking until after they finished talking to me, right? I should have called him on the phone. And so she can say, tell the police, so me, the management and the police all can listen to you say what the management said. See, because that'll tell the story right there. Okay, so anyway, the police told her, look, don't say nothing to him. You ain't got a right to touch his property. You can't say anything about cameras, you know, public, everything I just said. Woo, this and that and other. She's still going on and on. She just said this. Stay out of my mother effing apartment, so and so. They changed your locks on your apartment, and you still say he's coming into your apartment. I'm asking, you know, coming in your apartment, what you got missing in your apartment? What I'm coming in your apartment for? What am I coming in your apartment for? You understand? For what reason? Even if I had access to it, if I had keys to get in there, what am I coming in there for? And what do you have missing? What did I take? See, you got those. See, understand, man. You got the wrong mindset, lady. And that's why I'm trying to tell you why I don't mess with you. I never crap where I sleep for this particular reason. See, for the very reason what you're doing now. I don't mess with people right around where I live. I don't care how you look, how good you look. You can be whatever. I don't mess with you because of your character, man. Especially people like you, man. It shows right because I know me. You see me today, man, and you think it's something special, man. It ain't nothing special. I don't work like this. So that's why I won't even engage. You see what I'm saying? Don't mess with people like you. So anyway, the reason I'm saying this now, because like I said, you never know how it happens. So let's do this here. May the 4th, approximately 8:30 a.m. Central Time, Chicago time. It's when the police came and made documentation of everything I just said, right? Because like I said, you never know, man. This time, man, like I said, this damn time. And by the way, the day before she did that with the camera, she came through here all day walking and just cussing upstairs and saying all kind of stuff. Her daughter was with her. When she came downstairs, she was hollering all in the hallway by my door. I didn't respond. I'm doing what I'm doing, right? But her daughter, I'm looking at the window. Her daughter walked out and was leaving her. Because her daughter knew what you're doing. See, listen, this is what I keep trying to tell you, man. When things be happening out here, it's always somebody know. You don't know where it's going and you don't know what's going to happen or whatever. But your family always know. They be standing out there and they be acting like they don't know or whatever. They know the truth. Your daughter knew when you sent her down here to get a screwdriver from this man. She knew what you was doing then. You was planting a seed then. See, so she knows. She knows why you acting the way you acting there. You think she don't, but she knows, man. See,